Hi everyone, it's Rosa here again, and I want to briefly discuss about control. Okay, you are not in control of your life. You came into Earth with a plan. Okay. So many of us are in the energy of chasing our dreams. There's even, you could say, logos of you get chase your dream. I'm here to chase my dreams. The word chase. Okay, we need to choose a different word besides chasing our dreams. We should more say, I am allowing my dreams to happen. So you are not in control of your life. And the more you try to take control, the more that you're going to deplete yourself. You're going to drain yourself. Because when you start to really take control, you're going to get confused. Because your mind, okay, believes if I do this, if I do X, Y, and Z, I'm going to get this result. And then when you do X, Y, and Z and you don't get this result, what happens? You feel let down, okay? You feel confused. Because your mind believes, okay, by controlling this, in this situation, controlling this environment by doing X, Y, and Z, I should get this, whatever I'm trying to get. But the thing is, you must realize there is a divine plan that you could say our human minds cannot truly conceptualize nor comprehend. So we've had teachers come to us. You could say ancient teachers, the Taoism. You could say Laotus, let it go, let it flow, to remind us, simply to remind us that we are not in control. Nature, okay, nature all around us, nature, it is consciousness. In nature, it has a divine collective plan for us all. Okay, you could say a higher way for us all. In nature, simply all it does is it takes what your frequency is. Okay, you must remember that you're more than this linear time. Your frequency, I can't even really verbalize this sort of idea that I've come to through my own revelations, my own visions about my unique frequency, my unique soul. But the closest thing I can say to is before you were incarnated, because that's the only way we can really visualize things, is we have to visualize through a straight motion. Okay, like a book. We can only really read a book if it's the beginning, middle, and end. It has like a linear fashion. I'll just say before this incarnation, my frequency. My frequency had this, you could say, unique ding, unique ding, and that ding, okay, attached to it has, you could say, a mission, something that it wants to do in this physical world to awaken other individuals. That's simply what we're doing with our mission, you could say our higher life purpose, is awakening something in humanity, not bringing information, because people have consciousness. We're all consciousness. It's just opening it up. Okay, I like to imagine consciousness as a child. We're wide open. Okay, but sometimes the consciousness is like the window to the infinite universe begins to kind of close down until we're literally looking at the universe from like a pee hole, like looking out of the door, the little pee hole. Okay, so we feel like we don't really have access to much. We're not very wise. We're kind of just like stumbling around hoping this is going to work or hoping that's going to work. But when we open ourselves up more, we'll begin to realize, okay, that our physical body is sacred, is precious. So this whole chasing thing is not what the physical body needs. It is not what's going to bring us to our mission faster, quicker, when we want it. Because there is a divine order and there's other things in play. You have other frequencies, individuals that are at play when it comes to your mission, your plan. Okay, but we're so much in the I. I want it. I'm going to get it. So I'm just going to do X, Y, and Z, and I better get it. If I chase my dreams and just do whatever I can to just make something happen for myself, it should happen. But the thing is, if you really allow yourself to just simply remember your plan, not the details of your plan of the how and the when and what you need to do to get it, because that's very much of the intellect, that's very much the mind that wants to know those details. But just simply remember the plan of your mission, which is simply to, it could be as a big dream of, being a director or being starting a company. You could say like a Jessica Alba with the Honest Company. That is like a mission. Things like that. Just remembering that vision, having that vision. Okay, opening yourself up enough where you can have that vision, where you have something to focus on. Okay, something to focus on. Something that is really meaningful and really impactful for yourself and the individuals around you. You need to focus on that. When you really got that clarity, you're focused. You see the vision. And then you're going to recognize that it's meant to be. Because nature wants that to be. Because that vision is there. Okay, nature is very compassionate with this world, with the individuals, humanity. And it gives people signs, it gives people reminders, reminding them why they're here. We are here to have fun, yes. We are here to just be lighthearted and joyful. But we also are here to bring something into each other's lives that help to awaken us, help us to get that little pea hole and expand it. So when we look at the night sky, we see it in so many infinite colors like the way children do. The other day I saw an old man and I was just like, wow, he has 80 years, or I don't know, he looked like 80. He had 80 years of Earth experience, but he is no wiser than a 2-year-old. I could just feel his energy because we have all the wisdom we need. We just simply need to open our eyes to it, okay? And that man, that 80-year-old man, his window, you could say, to the wisdom was this big. And all other stuff was limitations, which is his dogma, which is, beliefs, traditions, and all of that took all the other space of his mind. And he'll have this amount of, looking at his life with clarity through this little hole. That little hole. That's what I'm telling you. You are probably more wiser when you are 2 years old than you are, you could say, 60 years old. Because of the fact, as a child, you are completely open to any possibility. Because in order to truly understand this expansiveness of the universe and this expansiveness of all we are and how everything is interconnected and how we're more than just a physical body, and when we die we just go, who knows, so much more than that. You see that when you're a child. So you're not in control. You are not. So if you're making actions, taking action steps simply because you're hoping to gain something, that's very much the intellect. It's very much how we function. That's how we function in relation to each other. What can I gain from this? If I do X, Y, and Z, what do I gain? That is how we are. But it's also important that I want to mention that we surround ourselves with people who inspire us, not people who, try to impose their will on us to get our open window to everything and the life's just creation, and we have this imagination for life, this expansive imagination. We see things in so many colors like children do. We need to surround ourselves with people that allow us to open it up further, not people that when we're with them we feel like we need to do this, like we need to get a little bit smaller because our very essence and our very presence is just overwhelmingly bright and colorful and cheerful, and sees things as everybody on here on a mission, and there's angels and there's just this divine presence that's working with all of us, and we're all here to do something amazing. And there's individuals that don't, they're, looking through life like a little pea hole, and the rest is just ego. What can I do here and now, X, Y, and Z, to give me a superficial gain? Just a temporary, thing that just can fulfill me, okay? We need to surround ourselves with people that encourage us, that inspire us to be more than we are, to inspire us. Because yes, we can focus on that vision, okay? Focus on that vision. But we do need people around us that can continue to help us to critically think, that ask us questions that we haven't asked ourselves. Such as, for me, and my big dream would to one day inspire to be a director. Definitely. Writing a screenplay. That is my biggest dream that I know I'm going to reach. I need people who can inspire me as friends, if I'm thinking about friends, who can inspire me to critically think about, have you ever tried this? Or what about this? Would you incorporate this? Or maybe you should start off doing that. That would be cool. That sort of thing. Asking those questions. Not friends. You don't need friends that don't even critically think themselves about their life. They're not asking themselves the questions of, how can I better serve humanity? How can I be more happy? How can I feel more loved and nurtured and cherished? And how can I do the same for other people around me? Okay? So this control thing is this control. A lot of times we just engage in whatever friendships just because of society's idea of we need to have loads of friends. The more friends we have, the more popular we are, and the more popular we are, the more we're going somewhere. I mean, that's what we learned in high school, except my high school was a little different because everyone was really connected. It was not really grouping, the cliquey stuff. But yeah, that's kind of what we learned. The more friends we have, even if we got friends that are just kind of like leeches, that are just kind of draining us and depleting us, as long as we have friends, we are popular. And popular people always get what they want. That's what we've been told to believe all the way since grade school. But that is not how we truly inspire ourselves, because we need energy to do what we want to do here. We can't be depleted. We need energy to actually reach our highest potential. Okay, reach our highest potential. Alan Watts, with his relative perspective. I mean, I love that perspective. It challenges me. Alan Watts is my friend. We don't need to have physical friends. We can have friends through just inspirational videos, even if they're departed. And he's like one of my friends that inspires me to critically think about life. And with his perspective, his relative's perspective, he believes we're all, because we are all on the path. We're all on a path. It's just, which path are you on? Okay, I do believe that we have a higher path. We have, maybe a lesser higher path, and then so on and so forth. Even when it comes to life partners, when it comes to just overall our mission in life. And that takes you being committed and being focused. And sometimes when we have a lot of people in our energy field, that we get confused and we think, well, I'm just going to go date so-and-so because my friend told me that so-and-so would be good for me. Is your friend, okay, really someone that is an inspiring person? Somebody that's empowered themselves? So this is the kind of decisions we make. But when you can really be focused on your greater vision, okay, your greater vision, you're not going to allow just any friend or any individual around you to influence you to just go for that, or just go for that because they say that that's good. But in your heart, you're like, well, my vision, I'm focused on this, and this person isn't anywhere aligned with that. Okay? And that's okay. That's okay to not surround yourself with those kinds of friends. Okay? You really, what the greatest friendship is a team, would be a team that everybody is inspiring each other. Everyone feels inspired in themselves, and they're helping other people to critically think. That would be, you could say, a team. A team, not just, friends just having a good time, but actually creating a team where you are all like a little bubble. You're all going together in the same direction, towards the same, you have your focus is very much the same thing. That's what you need in friends. Your focus is very much, you're going like in the same thing. Both have the same desire, okay? Because with the same desire, the same focus, you're gonna kind of help each other, because you're gonna be like, I have that desire, I have that focus too. Let's kind of get together and challenge each other. That is a good friendship. And the reason I mentioned this friendship in this video of control, the reason you're not in control, you have a plan, is because of the fact you need to realize that it's more than just you. There are other players involved when it comes to your manifestations. There are other things that are aligning up, and there's always a divine timing. We talk about divine timing in the spiritual community a lot, but individuals, but there are a lot of individuals who believe divine timing to be in their own hands. Okay, it's their responsibility to get themselves happy or to get themselves in alignment with the divine timing. Okay, it's going to happen regardless. Okay, and it is, you could say, getting your frequency there, but just because you get your frequency in a harmonious, happy place doesn't mean that it's just automatically going to just boom happen. Okay, because the more you can be patient, really the key, the more you're not going to just drain your energy by just engaging in things that disappoint you, because you're hoping that if I go there and do that, then it should happen, right? And then it doesn't, then you get disappointed, and then what does that do? It shocks your body, it shocks your heart, your body, because the anxiety shocks your system. And then what you have to do is you have to recharge yourself up, you have to heal yourself up. But when you could say completely calm, collective, and grounded, okay, and you're just going to flow where you feel guided to go, okay, and really what you could say, Buddha would say, not having these extreme expectations, you're going to find yourself where you're going to find that you're always where you need to be. Always. Even when you're doing things, just X, Y, and Z to hope to gain something, you're still on the right path. Just need to decide what kind of path you want to be on. Do you want to be in a path of just exhaustion and anxiety and feel like, wow, these friends don't really understand me, like I'm just with them because I'm bored? Because you can do that. Bring some lighthearted energy, just having fun. But you need to also remember who you are and what you stand for. Don't forget your dream. Don't forget your mission. Simply because it's not happening now and you just want to have a good time in the meantime, but that good time turns into these friends are now just, you could say, a permanent thing in your life. You made them a permanent thing in your life. And now you kind of are not putting energy into your dream anymore. You just went for the good time, you could say, just the temporary fix, you could say. Like you might as well use cocaine, Cocaine it's a temporary fix to bring that lighthearted joy. Okay. So I'm just going to leave you guys with those thoughts on control and how we are not in control, and how there is a divine plan. You came here with an organized plan, very organized, especially in this world. You just need to focus on that clarity and surround yourself with good people who inspire you and get you to critically think. More than just a fix, just like cocaine, more than that. Where you just kind of hanging out with them because it's a good time, but they're not stimulating you. You don't feel like you should feel in a friendship like just, whoa, my mind is blown. My mind is blown by what this person said, what this person did. Okay? That is what we need, to be inspired, blown away, okay, by the very presence of the friend that is around us. Because they're out there, our team, our true team. We just have to really surrender and go where our energy is elevated, where we feel the joy in our heart, feel empowered. Okay, so I'm gonna leave you guys with that. Okay, bye everyone.